Ever wonder why some ideas just, really grab hold of your attention
Yeah.
and they just don't let go? Today, we're diving deep into some fascinating insights from engaging content ideas for modern audiences.
Huh.
We want to kind of unpack why certain topics resonate so powerfully. What does it reveal about us, really?
Exactly. We're trying to get beyond just what's popular. It's more about the why it works, understanding those fundamental drivers behind what genuinely captivates our attention. It really comes down to the underlying human needs these topics are fulfilling.
Right. Okay, so to kick things off, let's start where the stakes feel, well, highest. Topics with that immediate, almost visceral impact. Our source flags global chaos or change,
Mhm.
wars, elections, climate stuff, all of it. It says the reason it works is high emotional impact plus real-time relevance.
Mm.
But I wonder, is it just the emotional punch, or is there maybe a collective search for clarity when everything feels uncertain?
That's a really important point. It's absolutely tied to our primal need to understand what's happening around us, to react. But yes, like you're suggesting, there's also this yearning uh, for narrative, for meaning, especially when things feel chaotic. We're looking for patterns, maybe solutions, or sometimes just that shared experience. So the engagement comes from both, fear, but also a really deep desire to comprehend and maybe prepare.
Okay, so from the big global stage, let's zoom right in, closer to home, like inside our own heads. Because it seems our curiosity about ourselves, the truth about the human mind, is just as potent. We're talking weird brain facts, AI versus human thinking, how your brain tricks you every single day. And the source notes its success because, quote, everyone has a brain and people love learning surprising facts about themselves. Is that just vanity, though? Or is it something deeper, like wanting self-mastery?
Oh, I think it's much more profound than just vanity. It really taps into our metacognition, that ability we have to think about our own thinking. It offers a sense of introspection, maybe personal growth, like finding the user manual for ourselves. We seem driven to understand the machinery of our thoughts, our decisions, especially now the world's so complex.
Yeah, that makes sense. And that desire for self-understanding, it connects perfectly to the next point, doesn't it? The dark side of social media.
Hmm.
Thinking about how Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts might be, well, manipulating your brain. The source says every listener relates, plus it opens up debate. That certainly hits close to home for me, I have to say. But is relatability of the whole story there? Does it need that dark side angle to really go viral?
That's a good question. Relatability is definitely key. You need that initial hook. But the dark side element adds this layer of shared vulnerability and maybe societal critique too. It shifts from just, oh, I experienced this to, wait, we all experience this manipulation and we need to understand how.
Mhm.
That collective recognition, that shared challenge, that can be incredibly unifying
Yeah,
and definitely shareable. It validates things people feel privately.
right, right. Okay, so we've got understanding ourselves, understanding the world. What about what's next? Or maybe what we just can't explain. The future and the unsolved seem to have this really unique pull. Our source points to genetics, immortality, and superhumans. Things like CRISPR, designer babies, how close we might be to hacking evolution itself. And the source kind of boils it down to futuristic plus controversial plus science shareable content.
Hmm.
But with something like CRISPR specifically, which hints at, literally redesigning humanity, what deeper anxieties or hopes does that tap into?
Precisely. It's way beyond just science fiction becoming real. It's the profound ethical questions it throws up, isn't it? It forces us to confront really fundamental ideas about being human, our role in our own evolution, that mix immense potential on one hand, huge danger on the other that's incredibly potent. It touches our deepest hopes for progress and our biggest fears about, well, unintended consequences.
hmm And then on the flip side of the unknown, we have unsolved mysteries that still shock the world.
Mm.
Real-life crime, people vanishing, ancient riddles, you name it. Our source just states it pretty simply. Mystery content equals always trending. But digging deeper, what's really at play? Is it just the thrill?
Well, that simplicity hides something quite profound, I think. It's not only the unknown, it's the unresolved. Our brains, they just crave completion. They want patterns, explanations. So an unsolved mystery triggers this cognitive loop that's hard to break. We're sort of hardwired to solve problems. And when we can't, the story sticks. It's that basic human drive to push the boundaries of knowledge, even when those boundaries just stay tantalizingly out of reach.
So putting it all together, it seems our engagement often comes from, well, deep emotional relevance to the world around us, or personal insights into how our own minds work, or that just irresistible pull of the future and the unknown.